earlier today, when we were talking about getting in the body, and you said you can't know you're not the body unless you get in the body. So I've been pondering that. And I wanted to ask you if you could expand upon that a little bit. My first inclination about it was that in really feeling and observing the sensations, and as you mentioned, in the body, that there's a realization that you are that which is observing that is aware of that, and that you are not the body, but I wasn't sure if there was more to it than that.
Okay, that's a very good contemplation and pondering. Yes. First of all, the understanding or the knowledge that I am not the body is often bandied around in non-dual teachings, Vedantic, Advaitic teachings, whether they're modern day or traditional. And then that's easy for the acquisitive mind to take possession of that understanding or knowledge without having fully examined it, and that creates a disconnectedness, what we call spiritual bypassing, so that then anything that's felt as an energy in the body, when emotions are felt in the body, feelings, are just sort of somehow denied, or one becomes numb to them. I, again, once had a young man who came to me for private satsang, and he was incredibly non-dual and had all the understandings and so on, and was completely spaced out and actually depressed, and couldn't reconcile how the freedom of non-dual understanding could have made him so depressed to life and numb. So that was an example of this. So when that kind of understanding is taken possession of prematurely, that's often what happens. It's a kind of convenient bypass. So then we look at the other side of it, which is, first of all, you need to inhabit the body, not observe the body, inhabit the body. Because for many people, especially in modern day culture, there's a kind of disconnection, whether it's in the head realm, because everything's so much about thinking and doing and so on, and we're less in our bodies, and we're cut off from feelings or emotions or pain or whatever it might be. So, first of all, we must inhabit the body. That can be something as simple and straightforward as having a physical exercise practice. Tai Chi, Qigong, running, whatever it might be, not with an agenda to have the perfect body, not another practice-orientated thing like meditation, but really to just feel the flow of energy in the body, to allow that to start to move. But then inhabiting the body is more than that. It's becoming aware of consciousness, consciously bringing awareness into the body so it inhabits it from the inside out. The paradox is, the deeper we go into the body, so it's not about just becoming aware of the form, because if you become aware of the boundary, then I don't like my legs, or I don't like my ass, or I don't like my this, and I don't like my that, and I have to fix it. That's not awareness of the body. Inhabiting the body, right? Inhabiting the body, inhabiting it is going deep inside with consciousness, the energy field, the inner body, the inner body. Yes, you go in. So there's a sensitivity, a good sensitivity, not a, yeah, a sensitivity to the texture of movement, of the flow of energy, of the movement of energy, of the texture of energy. The paradox is that the deeper you inhabit, the less you'll be in the head, and you come to realize that all there is space. There's nothing, consciousness doesn't stick on anything. It's not going to stick to your liver or to your heart or to your spine. You investigate that. That's what we did this morning in the guided meditation. You go right in and actually see what's there. We can say go into your liver, and you're going to imagine a liver. And you're going to imagine, well, it's somewhere over here. Actually, I'm not quite sure where it is, but it's somewhere over here. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter what you imagine, right? But you're going to imagine an imaginary place, and you're going to imagine a shape, but this is the imagination. If you go in and in and in without landing on an organ or a bone or a this, go in and in and into the energy field, you're going to discover space. You're going to discover spaciousness. That discovery is an energetic discovery, spaciousness, that doesn't disconnect you. Yeah, it brings you right into the present and includes the whole. Yeah? And then you realize you're not actually limited to the body. Consciousness, awareness, is everywhere and nowhere. The body is an appearance, let's call it more than an appearance. It's a manifestation within that. Yeah? It appears within it, but isn't limited. So it's like you go in, yeah? So that's your discovery, perhaps.
So perhaps traditionally yoga was a method for bringing the consciousness in the body. I'm glad you mentioned the spaciousness, because I was actually going to bring it up earlier. I actually did some very slow and deep yoga last night before bed, doing as part of my healing routine for my stomach. And I really stayed like with each posture for a really long time. And for the first time, I actually waited for the body to tell me when it was time to be done, instead of me, just deciding, okay, I'm going to move to this side now or whatever. This morning when I woke up, that was the word that came to me. There was this spaciousness in my body that I had never experienced before. Like, it was just space.
Yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. See, the problem with the Western mind is that even yoga, mostly, not always, has become about the form.
Right.
You hold this posture for this length of time, and then you do that posture, and it's got to be the perfect posture, and so on. So it's lost its true essence. This that you're describing is more the true yoga. Mm-hmm. So you're actually, through form, entering the formless. Yeah? Mm. And then you realize that you're not the body, although the body is obviously here, doing its thing and whatever, and there's no disconnect. But your essence, is not that. It's that which is able to experience spaciousness and is spaciousness.
Yeah, and that spaciousness was just felt like total freedom. It was just, there was just nothing there.
Yeah, and that's the source of well-being.
Mm.
That is the source of well-being.
Mm.